This is the Lime Flavored Network. This show is brought to you by Trisha's Bakery at trishasbakery.com. This is the Lime Flavored Show, episode 18 for 6th of May, 2013. I'm DJ Allen. Hi! I'm but mere hours away from watching Iron Man 3 in the theater. I am a big fan of the Marvel Studios movies, and I'm looking forward to seeing Iron Man 3 in the theater. I've gotten to see all of the Marvel Studios movies in the theater, and this one, I haven't talked to anyone that's seen it yet, but I've got high hopes, and it can't possibly be as bad as Iron Man 2 was. We just got back from Iron Man 3. Overall, I'd say it was a success. There were some minor gripes, and I personally don't believe it was as good as the Avengers, but it was better than Iron Man 2. So, there is a post-credits scene. To me, it's just a little nod. It's not progressing anything, personally, but I was looking for more. So if you're wondering, I am walking on our treadmill. Let's see if I can... Because it's dark outside and a little cold, and I wanted to note that I'm exercising. Because I've lost, by the recording of this video, I've lost 26 pounds. And how much have you lost? 11 pounds for the missus. So it's working. And it's very good that it's working. Because, well, it should be working. Because we're exercising. We're going to get some balloon here. For Free Comic Book Day. Which I picked up the 2 Prelude editions for Iron Man 3. Interesting, but not so vital that you need them. No, those weren't free, as she's pointing out. There's only certain comics that are free on Free Comic Book Day. I need to point that out. I'll get in. Okay, no.
Now, grab the top. Sort of pull the bottom toward me. Oh man, are you still recording?
I am.
Douche. Top goes to you.
I'll have to beep that out. This is a clean show.
Okay, slowly forward. And don't catch any of the plastic. Don't scratch that. Okay, you got your side?
Maybe.
Okay. Go down the steps so we have more room. Joe, lean your side back, can you? Not too far. I don't want to mess that molding. So, go down the stairs. You're not calling me, are you?
What? No. I'm recording you.
Move forward
And
a
that,
little bit.
folks, is the server rack. We once again watch the animal in its natural habitat of wires and computers. Don't spook him, though. You're gonna be famous, Dan.
I know, right?
That's a robot we're building.
Artificial intelligence. It's actually the beginning of Skynet. But right now, all I can afford is the net.
Okay. We'll worry about the sky later.
Right.
So as part of this exercise thing, right now I've only been walking. And I probably I mean, there's a few days that I've missed when I've injured something and I couldn't physically walk and whatnot, but for the basics, I've been walking since, what would you say, March 1st?
Sure.
Okay, since March 1st.
I've been walking since last November.
She's been walking since last November. Well, hopefully the audio's coming through on this too. Anyway, I am going to start throwing in other things like push-ups and sit-ups. And then, as the weather warms up, because it's been cold in the morning, I'd like to get up a little early and go for my own walk before work. Because she has a chance to do a walk and I don't. Because she's got a little more time to work with. Because I actually get up, well now I get up with the sun basically. But before I was getting up before the sun. So with any luck I can get a mile in, because I know roughly where the mile marker is now, or the half mile, so I can go a half mile out, half mile back, because that's the smart thing, you know. So on top of the other exercises, I also want to add something else. Not right away, but I'm working on it. I would personally like to learn Wing Chun, which is the base kung fu that Bruce Lee knew. Now, I am personally enamored with the Chinese, well, ancient Chinese culture, so I wanted to learn something Chinese. And rather than going with a Shaolin or something more free form, which I don't think that I've got I don't have the flexibility for, I wanted to do something I could work on. Plus I like the little wooden dummy. And the little wooden dummy you always see in the Kung Fu movies is a Wing Chun dummy. So, and I'm not going to learn just Wing Chun, although that's going to be the basis for everything that I'm doing. I'd also like to learn Jeet Kune Do. It's also a Bruce Lee thing. As you can tell, I got a little Bruce Lee fixation. But at least I'm working towards something. Now personally, before I start integrating that stuff, I want to drop another 25 to 30 pounds. Because at my current size, I can't really do much, which is understandable, I would think. But I can work on the things that need to be repeated, like the hand things. If you look up how to do Wing Chun and you find the first form, that's basically what I want to start working on. I can do that right away because it's not high impact or high speed or anything. It's just getting the form down. And then I'll work from there. And when I reach a certain point, I can start bouncing what I know off of trained martial artists so that I can be verifying what I'm doing is at least looking accurate, because I can't watch myself do stuff. So I mean, that's basically the reason for that. I am also running once in a while on this machine, this treadmill. When I get small enough, I'd like to run outside. We are walking outside quite a bit now that the weather's nice. We have a bridge that's nearby we can walk over. And we're actually ramping up quite a bit. Hopefully I can run outside too. I wanted to get walking so that like 5 miles was comfortable to walk without being exhausted, so that I can run a mile, which will do as much as a 5-mile walk, I think. Then I can slowly ramp up from there. And since of the two of us, I'm the only one that can actually run. Well, yeah.
I have two physical handicaps.
She's got 2 physical handicaps. But since I'm the only one that can run, I'm the only one working on the running part, so I mean, that's just kind of the direction that's going. So, Trisha and I have done some yard work, and we have been doing exercise-y type things. Right now, she's in the kitchen doing baking of... You're baking peanut... This just in. She is baking skinny peanut butter swirl brownies. which I'm not going to read the ingredients to you. Well, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to read the ingredients to you.
But they can find them on my Pinterest.
They can find. You can find they. You, the viewer, can find these on her Pinterest. Trisha Allen, or is it Trisha's Bakery?
Trisha's Bakery.
Trisha's Bakery Pinterest.
And then there's a recipes board.
There's a recipes board, she says. Okay. Well, knowing that, then, it says skinny peanut butter. Do we have like calorie counts on these for those of us that?
Not until I can get them made. Right?
Okay.
Tell me, like right now, I haven't gotten the peanut butter in it yet, but the yogurt is a little bit less than a cup.
Okay.
So we've got about 80 calories.
Okay.
A quarter cup of milk, which is 35 calories for a cup. So, like 10. An egg, which I think is around 100 maybe. We're using Splenda sugar.
Right.
So there's no calories there.
Okay.
Unsweetened cocoa powder, I don't know. I'll have to go look. And then there's a half cup of oatmeal. So that can't be much. So the peanut butter is going to be the most calories if we even put it in.
So the peanut butter is the most calories in this treat. So yes, if we even put it in, which more than likely we'll put it in.
We can frost them with peanut butter.
We can frost them with peanut butter. So that's a little something that should be interesting to eat. As you're seeing, this episode is going to be all about weight loss and doing whatnot. So as of recording right now, I have lost my 27th pound, which is good. So it's roughly a pound a week at this point. Sometimes I slip in a second pound. Sometimes I even slip in a third pound, but I've always gone back up. But after today, I'm pretty sure I'm going to slip below the 300 mark, which is what I've been aiming for. I've got some trips that are coming up, and I wanted to be under 300 for those trips, and I'm going to make that goal and make it handily beforehand. So I might even be able to stretch to like 290 possibly, or maybe 295. Maybe I shouldn't get too high hopeful, but with any luck, I can keep that down, that low. So right now, I am this morning, I weighed myself. It was a 301.8. So for those of you that are interested, the Fitbit still works. If you're watching the video, you can see that I'm wearing it up near my neck because the shorts that I'm wearing don't have a hidden pocket I can stick it in to keep it safe. And then I try to do at least 10,000 steps per day, walking steps, and this is what the Fitbit tracks. I make sure to I've noticed that it's real easy to just not eat things that I know are high calorie. I mean, I've just stopped. I'm not walking by, let's just randomly throw something out there. I'm not walking by randomly Dairy Queen, for instance, and going, oh, God, I need to have ice cream. I must have it. Ah! I'm not doing that. It's not a problem anymore. We did drive by Wendy's, and I saw that they had waffle cone Frosties, and I kind of wanted one, but I'm not going to go get one unless it's a day that I'm just not really caring about the calories, and that's going to happen from time to time. I've broke down. I've gone over. The one thing I noticed that I do have a craving for now and then is pizza, and like Pizza Hut pizza, for instance, I know is super heavy calories, and when I do pizza, I got to make sure that it's a day where I really don't care about going over, because it's going to make me go over by quite some large amount. Wondering where some of the programming is? The schedule says that something should be out, but it's not. Well, life is tough, and I'm going to have to actually remove the schedule or alter it so that it says how often or when these things are coming out instead of specific dates, because I, as a one-man operation, trying to work around a job where I don't have a specific set schedule 100% of the time, I'm going to have to alter the schedule to basically fit. So I'm going to stop guaranteeing weekly releases of things that I know that I can't produce weekly. Like the way I've done the lime flavored show this last week and this week is working for me, because I record little bits here and there. If you're watching the video, you see me with different clothes in different areas, talking to different people, doing different things. The clips, I want to say I recorded 3, maybe 4 days different of clips. So I mean, there's different clips that are included, and you will see 99% of them. Some of them I'm kind of saving up for later. But the Lime Lords, for instance, the most recent episode, our review of the Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, hasn't been released. I plan on releasing that next week with or around the Crimson Horror review, which we have not, as of this recording, watched yet, but we will be. And then there's only 2 episodes left of the season, and then I will probably be waiting to release any more Lime Lines or Lime Lord episodes once the season's over, for a few weeks, just to build up the cache of them, because I've got recordings made of the Lime Line ones, but I don't have the British Lady done yet, and that I have to sit down and take time because I have things to type, and I have things to copy, I have things to paste, and I have things to record in a semi-silent nature. So those will be updated as best as possible. I am going to be altering the schedule so that the schedule basically says Lime Flavored Show normally Mondays. And because I'm not doing it live, you know, I'll put live stuff on when it's, if I'm going to do a live show, I will put that on the main feed on the front page. And the other shows I'll include. The next Lime Flavored Show, I'm pretty sure, is also recorded. If not, I guess you'll find out on the front page of the website. But there are plans to do another live show in the near future, and we will see how that works. So thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, you can send it to officiallimeflavored@gmail.com. You can find all of our stuff at facemail at plus.gmail.com. Limeflavor.com's got the links to Google Plus, to YouTube, to Facebook. If you're watching this, you're obviously on YouTube, so you know that much. But everything else can be found on limeflavor.com. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.